Linda Israel here with Brutus Monroe's stamp set Sketched Holiday. I have pre-cut before I started the video this label or top note from Stampin' Up. I've got some basic acrylic paint here, and what I want to do quickly is paint this white because my goal is to end up altering the color of this chipboard with some Tattered Angel sprays. And sometimes when you spray it on chipboard, you still see the color of the chipboard through it, and I wanted to tone down the brown in that chipboard. So I'm just putting a light coat of just plain white acrylic paint on here. Now I'm not too concerned about the coverage because I know that when I put the Tattered Angel spray on top, it will cover it up. So I'm just giving a light coat. I'm going to set that aside to dry. The next thing that I'm going to do is I have a little reindeer here, and I want it to be a nice brown color. I have my spray box. I'm just going to turn over my piece of paper, and I've got two different colors of Tattered Angel's Glimmer Mist. I have one in tattered leather and one in cork, so those are the two colors. They're just a little different. One's got more of a bronze and one has more of a gold. I'm going to just spray this guy down just a little bit, alternating the colors. And then we'll set him aside. He's got a nice bronze color to dry. I have a card topper that I've made out of white cardstock. It is just shy of 4 1/4 and 5 1/2. I have a Versamark ink pad. I couldn't find my Brutus Monroe embossing pad, so I got this one out. And what I have is several of the elements from the Sketched Holiday, the pine cone, the hollyberry, a little frond, and the holly leaves. So I'm just going to ink these up and stamp around the edge of my card. I just want texture around the edge. Going rather quickly here, like so. I have some gold embossing powder. I keep my embossing powder in a big tub because I usually buy 2 or 3 jars or a great big jar of it. I've got a spoon. I'm just going to sprinkle this over the image. And then I'm going to emboss this. I've got the distressed ink from Tim Holtz called Pine Needles. I want to go around the edge really quickly and lightly, just so that that edge is darkened. Then using my spray box again, and I've got a Glimmer Mist again from Tattered Angels. This one is called Leapfrog. And using this, I'm going to spray around the edge and then set this aside to dry. Going back to the white piece that I painted earlier using the Brutus Monroe Poinsettia stamp, I'm going to stamp this again with the Versamark on both sides here, like so. It's okay if it overlaps a little bit. And then I will put gold embossing powder on it. I'm going to put this back into my spray box, and I have 2 Glimmer Mists from Tattered Angels. One is Dijon, the other is Apple. So we're going to shake those up. You shake them from side to side, not up and down. If you shake them up and down, it will clog the sprayer. So you just want to shake them side to side. You can bang them against your hand. Your goal is to mix up the mica powder that's inside the bottle. So we'll spray a couple of each color. Gives it a nice little green golden. And then that gives it a little more of the yellow gold. We'll set this aside to dry for a moment. Let's go back to our reindeer. I think he needs a little bit of texture to him as well. So we're going to go back to the pine cone and leaf stamps. And I just want to give him texture. I'm not paying attention to where I stamp on him. I just want to give him some texture. And I'm going to place him in my embossing powder. Alright, I want my reindeer to stand out just a little bit more on my background. So to achieve that, we're going to give another layer here. I have a 2A glue pen and some glitter. And what I want to do is go around the edge of this reindeer and add some sparkle. I'm going to start assembling the car. I'm going to use my ATG gun and put some glue out here on the ends. Using some 2A glue for the chipboard piece. Just weight it for a moment with my stamp. Use a little bit of glue on the back of the canvas. This is from Canvas Corp. It's canvas or burlap canvas. We'll set that on at a diagonal. I think the reindeer needs a little bow around his neck, so I've got this green and gold ribbon. So we'll tie that around his neck and make a little bow. I like ribbon that doesn't have a definite one side. If it's two-sided, it's better. Then you don't have to worry about which is going to be the front and which is going to be the back. You can just tie it down where it needs to be. Otherwise you have to keep twisting and turning until you get the right side. Right. And I think he needs some pop dots to help put him up off of the card. I cut up my adhesive into smaller pieces so I can get them where I need them. Oh, I guess I didn't peel off the backing. And there is my Brutus Monroe and Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist and Canvas Corp Burlap Christmas card. Using the background stamp, using all the little pine cones and embossing powder, using the poinsettia stamp here on the background, using the stamps again on the reindeer, using the glimmer mist to give each of the items a little bit of color, adding glitter to give it some sparkle and dimension. I hope you enjoyed this little Christmas card tutorial. I'll give you some close-up photos at the end. Make sure that you click on my link in the description box below on this video. It'll take you to Brutus Monroe's website where you can order the stamp set. You can also go to Canvas Corp's website to pick up these Tattered Angel Glimmer Mist. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message by commenting below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. I'm glad to answer your questions. And of course, you'll see photos and other inspirations from me. And make sure you go over to Canvas Corp and follow along on the blog, because we post all kinds of different projects on the Canvas Corp blog as well. Thanks again for watching today. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribing, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching today, and create your own ending, as Christopher Allen says at Brutus Monroe.